In the MAC, anyone can beat anyone. A true conference upset hasn't happened to Ohio in a couple of years, but Saturday, the Bobcats fell victim to what this conference is built on. However, Ohio did it to themselves. That's something the whole team knows and recognizes.
Honestly, I just think we beat ourselves. They were a good defense, but I just think Ohio beat ourselves today. It was too many mistakes that we made, and it was just too many things that we couldn't come back from, and we just got to pick it up this week in practice.
The first half felt like any other conference game. Ohio outgained Ball State early and had a couple of red zone mishaps, but still led 14-0 at half. It was after the Bobcats came out of the locker room for the second half that everything fell apart. The offense was held to under 100 total yards, 0 points were scored, and Ball State eventually began to move the ball and quietly came back. After a safety, the momentum had truly swung. Ball State converted on a miracle third down with under a minute to go and completely stunned Ohio. The self-reflection began soon after the final whistle for Ohio's leadership.
There's a lot for us to work at, getting better at internally. I felt like there was a little bit of a tale of two halves. In the first half, I would have loved for us to finish more drives and be able to extend our lead and force them to have to throw a little bit more than they did. But poor execution offensively, I think, let them hang around longer than we really wanted them to.
In a loss like this, a lot of different things can go wrong in all areas. Special teams especially needs to clean up after a missed field goal and poor punt coverage.
Well, I think that's something we got to get better at for sure. I think you can definitely see that there's a return that breaks early in the game, not fielding the punt. There's definitely some things for us that we need to get better at, yes.
Defense especially looked good early on, but the Bobcats recognized 20 points allowed in a half won't win football games either.
We could have made plays on defense. Our offense went a little slow, but we still gave up 20 points in the second half. So
even Parker Navarro, who's played at a different level early on, looked very hit or miss in Coach Smith's eyes.
Very hit and miss. There's definitely some things that I think he could have done better at, and I think will grow from. But as you go through a game at quarterback, things I'll talk about is good decisions, good throws, and that's what great quarterbacks do.
Ohio will have the chance to reset with a bye week before the final sprint through MAC play. Reporting for Bobcat Showcase, Grant Kiefer in Muncie, Indiana.